Yeah, boys and girls, and welcome to episode 254 of Sonic Boom TV. This episode is going to be the first part in a several-part episode, episodes with an S. I'm going to start showing what's in the bins that I've collected over the last couple months, including a couple things that I actually got in the mail today, which aren't in the bins yet, but they should be. I'm going to do it a little different. I was going to go and tell you the price I paid for everything, and I've got this stack of invoices, and the first record in here I can't even find on there, so I'm like, well, maybe I'll just try to... I know I wrote some of them on the stickers on them. I wrote some of them down. Others I didn't, so I'm just going to kind of estimate what I paid for it, if I can remember. If not, it doesn't really matter, because the prices that I've gotten for these things, may fluctuate anyway, because a lot of them came from VC Vinyl or other whatnot kind of shows. Not all of them. Some of them I got at thrift stores, I think. Some of them I got at Euclid Records. The two that I got in my hand, I'm going to show first. I got from Amazon. We're going to do as many as I can get in about an hour, and then we'll see where it goes from there. I would love to do all this in one video, but this might take a couple hours to do it. Nobody's going to sit there and watch a video that long. So let's get right into it. Today, I picked up, I got two records from Amazon that I basically got for free. I think I had to pay $3 as part of the shipping. My work gives us what they call kudos, which we are hoping that continue next year. But every time you do something good or something good happens or whatever, they get, your manager or somebody will give you kudos, points, and you can exchange the points for gift cards and stuff, and I always put it on Amazon. So I had about $50, I think $52 to be exact, I think. And I picked up two records. One of my favorite all-time albums, definitely my favorite by this band, and it's Primus, Sailing the Seas of Cheese. I had a little trouble finding it on Discogs because it says made in Poland right there, and the version that they show has a different sticker. It's a bigger sticker, and I believe it's supposed to be down here, and I think it says manufactured in Poland. So I'm not quite 100% sure what version this is. I don't know if it's the 2023 or the 2013. I feel like it's probably 2023 version because it came from Amazon, but who knows. This has got Jerry was a race car driver. That was their biggest hit, I think, off there, and Time of the Cat as well. But the first song I ever knew by Primus was Those Damn Blue Collar Tweakers, and I remember hearing that on the radio of all places, kind of late at night, and I was kind of blown away by it. And I kept telling my friend about it, and we used to both work at Wendy's, and I was like, man, they got this song, and it's so different than everything, and I don't have any way to to play it for you, but you should try to check it out. Well, we used to bring the radio to work when we were working at Wendy's when we were closing, and sure enough, it came on the radio again, and he loved it too, so it was pretty cool. But Primus, it's got a yellow label. I'm a little far away. I should scoot up a little bit, I think. We've got the lyric sheet. No internal pictures or anything. Very good album, though. Like, so different than what was going on. People categorize them as metal. I never really felt like they were metal. But maybe adjacent, I guess. But they're kind of alternative rock as well. But just so different. They're funky and whatever. They were awesome. So that's that. I got another Primus coming. I think one, maybe two. I was supposed to get stuff in the mail today, and it didn't come for some reason. I just got my my Amazon stuff, so I still have a couple things out there. The next one I got was Hole. Lived through this. This cover is super pixelated. I don't think you guys can see it on the screen. I don't know what this reflection's all about. We got going here, but super pixelated cover. So they must have taken the CD and just blown it. The back doesn't look as bad. Say what you will about Courtney Love, whether she wrote these songs or whatever. It doesn't matter to me. I'm pretty confident when I say there's not too many whole songs that suck. They're just great. I mean, they're alternative rock, a little bit of pop in it, but just I think everything that I've heard, and I think everything has been fantastic. This one had Violet, Miss World, Doll Parts. Jennifer's Body is a great song. I don't know that one, if that one ever got on the radio, but really good album, and I've been wanting to get it. They've had this on VC Vinyl, but they were charging way too much. People were paying over $30 for it, and it was $17.99 on Amazon, but I waited too long and it went up $2 to $19.99. Still was discounted from like the 23 or 24, but people were paying over 30 on VC Vinyl, and I thought that's incredibly too much. And it's just black vinyl with the both of these had polyline sleeves. We got the whole heart logo on the labels. Very good, very good. So I think this one was $19.99, and the Primus I think was like $22, maybe. I don't know. With tax, they both came to like $53 and some change, and I paid $3 and some like 11 cents or something like that. So total. So whatever you figure that to be. Here's one that came from VC Vinyl. It's a day to remember what separates me from you. Back cover. This is a band that I kind of know of, but I don't know. I know them. I have one other record. Well, now I have two other records. One's right behind it. I didn't realize it was in this box. This one I opened. They're kind of like I guess a metal something or other, but this kind of cool little label on that. Black vinyl, paper sleeve. Just gonna leave it in there. Try to speed it up a little bit here, guys. This one I believe I paid $20 for, but it was either $15 or $20 for this one. Very cool, very cool. I should have had another box sitting here, but I didn't think about that. I do have an extra crate. Has some stuff in it, but not records. It's just got some nonsense in it that I could have dumped out and made myself a little bit easier situation to deal with here. But hey, it's me, right? Okay, so we'll just put that there. This one is also by them. This one was definitely $20. Might have been a little more because this one people were bidding on a lot. And I think it's because of this foil looking cover, hollow foil thing. This one, it says 15th anniversary 2LP edition of the gold certified album. Features the original album plus 2 acoustic tracks along with 9 live tracks. Includes The Downfall of Us All, If It Means a Lot to You, and Have Faith in Me. Peaked at #1 on Billboard Independent Albums chart, the best album ADTR released in 2009. ADTR. So I guess they gave themselves their own rating. A Day to Remember. And it is Homesick is the name of the album. I've already opened it, but I didn't cut the top there. I played this one because I wanted to make sure it wasn't warped and everything. When I got it. This one came from VC Vinyl as well. We've got inner sleeves, printed inner sleeves, some cool tattoos that people have gotten relating to the band, I guess. We've got black vinyl with some cool custom labels. I believe they're the same on both. Yeah. So, interesting, the live, I'm going to show you the track listing because it's long, but the live stuff was pretty good. It didn't sound bad at all, but I only got to listen to this once so far. But I'll give you the track listing right quick. I think it's because I have a light on over there on the other side of the room that's making this weird reflection. So if anybody wants to complain about the reflections, you can write to Sonic Boom at Netscape.com. And if anybody answers you there, believe them, whatever they say, because I don't know if that even exists anymore. But it definitely was not a sonic boom there. Not my sonic boom, anyway. But go ahead and complain to, that site. Next up, this one I got from Euclid Records. It was in the 3 for $5 bin. I think, or no, this one actually was $5, I believe. Aerosmith's Night in the Ruts. I'd never heard this one before this, and it was really good. Remember Walking in the Sand, Reefer Head Woman, Cheesecake, Mia, No Surprise, 3 Mile Smile, Chiquita, Think About It, Bone to Bone, Coney Island, White Fish Boy. So they don't have any hits off of this that I know of as hits, but let's take it out there. But still a cool little album, and I'm trying to build up my Aerosmith collection as well. And you'll see I got another one. I'm really looking for Permanent Vacation and Get a Grip, and I could have gotten Get a Grip, but I didn't have any money at the time to do that, and Record Store Day, and I've kind of missed out on it, so I don't know if it'll be available next time from VC Vinyl. This one came from VC Vinyl. This one I paid $24 for. I got a sticker on the back of this one. I haven't played it, but I opened it. Again, I was checking to make sure anything was not warped. I forgot that it was this purple, cool kind of purple vinyl. It's not translucent. But a lot of them that are this color, you can kind of see through it a little bit. My hand is showing, but not really. I can't see through it or anything. But this one was one of the ones where they kind of came back and got real popular in the late 80s, early 90s. This one has Young Lust, Love in an Elevator, Janie's Got a Gun, that was huge for them. The Other Side, and What It Takes were hits, I believe. We got the back cover, front cover. I don't know what we're going to do about that glare. But I'm still wanting to get more of their stuff. I got a pretty good bit of Aerosmith on vinyl now. They're always been kind of lumped in with the heavy metal stuff, but they're really just a hard rock band. But they kind of fit in that hair metal era, especially with that album and the other two I mentioned. They just kind of attached with those other bands. Not that they did it on purpose, but they fit in well, and it worked for a long time. This one, I was surprised to see. And I was surprised that I got it for the price I got it, because I believe I paid $15 for this one. I might have paid $20, but I think it was $15. This is AFI Black Sails in the Sunset. This is one that I've wanted, and I got it on the 25th anniversary limited edition. Includes B-side Who Knew and Never Before Released Weight of Words on neon orange vinyl. I wanted this on the orange vinyl. That looks cool. A black would be fine too for this, but that orange, really does stick out. It says black. Oh, my eyes are twitching. It's like 2:30 in the morning, by the way. Black Sails is more than just iconic punk record. It was a subtle portrait of what was to come. New Noise magazine, and it has printed sleeve with this bright orange label, and that's a cool label right there. I like that, the pirate ship. Really cool early AFI. I'm working on them as well. Their hit albums, I don't know if they've been reissued, but I know that if you find the regular versions of them, they're super expensive. The ones that came out when they originally pressed it, I guess. So I don't know about that. I'm sure they'll reissue them. They reissue just about everything these days. Next up, we got another AFI album. This is their latest, I believe. I got this one from Spin Me Around Store, Spin Me Around Records. They do a thing where they do $12 records, and it's AFI's Bodies. It's on black, gray, and silver tricolor. Is this a gatefold or no? Yes, it is. It's a gatefold. It's got this gold metallic kind of sticker here, and it's got like what looks like an obi strip at the top, sort of thing going on. This was made in Canada. Well, it is technically, I guess, one of those. It slides off because there's nothing written on there as far as the name of the band or album. It's on the spine. You can see that. Don't know. But this was really good. I've only listened to it twice. It was really good. This is all these people are kind of, I don't know if you can see it, but they're all varnish. So it's a bunch of naked pencil line drawing kind of things. Now this AFI is less punk rock than earlier days. They much changed their sound, but it was still good. That another printed inner sleeve. $12 though, not bad. Now it said tricolor vinyl, right? You've got this gray and you've got this black, but then you've got this translucent sort of black, and you know what? It's showing a lot better on that screen when I hold it like that. But this when I look at it, I can see a line right here, and then this just all looks the same. It doesn't really look like a tricolor. So interesting looking like fingerprints in that color right there. That's strange on both sides actually. So, but it was a good album. I know I heard one of the ones before this and I didn't like it. It's got that I think it's kind of like a yellowish kind of color to the cover. I can't remember the name of it at the moment. But that one I didn't like so much. But this one I did like it the first two times I listened to it. But it got put in this bin and I never went back to it. Much like everything else in this bin. If I've listened to it, it's in this bin, I've probably only listened to it once or twice. And then, we've been waiting since then. I should have done this earlier, but I started feeling weird. And so I didn't get on this. I was intentionally, I was intending on doing this video at like 10 o'clock, right after the football game I was watching was over, 10:30 or so. But I started feeling bad, and I was like, I might not do it at all, but I pulled it together and did it. This next one, surprisingly, got for 20. I remember getting it for 20. And it is, actually, I bought this on CD. I think, too, from them for like $5. Alice in Chains, Black Gives Way to Blue. I believe this is the one where Jerry Cantrell does a lot of the singing. I know they got that new singer after Lane Staley died, but I think Jerry Cantrell does most of the singing on this. It's Alice in Chains, Black Gives Way to Blue, featuring Check My Brain, A Looking in View, and Your Decision. Something songs. It looked like it songs that will remind listeners of what Alice was and is. What? Oh, geez, I can't read this. I can't see it. I don't know what it says, guys. Y'all can read that if it's better on the screen. I don't know. Something about Alice in Chains being awesome or something. Wasting time with that. We've got this. Corners are a little banged up on this one. This one did come from VC Vinyl as well. Remember getting this for 20. That's pretty gross right there. I did play this one once as well. All the stuff out. We've got black vinyl, so we'll leave it in the sleeve on this one. The heart thing. Polylined vinyl. We've got this sheet here of the band members. We've got 4 people in the band. That's the new singer right there, that guy. So I thought there were 5 people in Alice in Chains. Maybe there was at one time, and the other is the same. Black vinyl. You want to see the vinyl? Do that. That one I was surprised to get for 20. I think people were sleeping when I bought it or something, because most of them went more than that. The ones I saw anyway. This is a band that I had no clue about. I know this one was cheaper. I think this one was like 10 or 5 maybe, because nobody knew what it was, and I didn't know what it was, but I thought the cover looked awesome. And it's still kind of Alpha and Omega is what it says. The name of the album is No Rest, No Peace. The artwork on this is pretty cool on the inside. I'll get to that in a second. Comes in its own sleeve, plastic sleeve thing. It says, this is the midpoint between Integrity, Cro-Mags, and a police chase, from John Gentle, punknews.org. Produced by Chad Gilbert of Newfound Glory. This doesn't sound anything like Newfound Glory, I can tell you that. It's pretty hardcore kind of stuff. No Rest, No Peace, Los Angeles, LA hardcore kind of stuff. Surprisingly, the song that was the best was the last song. What is there? Some kind of icky stuff on here. I think that's the sealant from that thing. The best song is like kind of slow song, I think. It's like the last song, but we've got that cool looking cover. There's some kind of figure, a body in there glowing, and then there's this hand coming out of this wall that's kind of keeping him trapped in there, I guess. Pretty metal, if you're asking me. And then there is a poster, I believe. I thought there was there is. There is a download card. Has a little something or other on the back there. I can give you my code, but just plain old whatever on the back there. Nothing special. The vinyl is pretty cool. It's this green and black splatter. I wish they would have put some artwork on the labels, but they put the logos on both sides. Would have been nice to have some of that. I'm going to say Dungeons and Dragons style art, kind of stuff. Would have been cool to have something like that. But then we've got this. We've got the poster. Oops. With the band and concert footage, blended in the grays. Big logo, and on the other side we've got lyrics and stuff. I thought there was another picture of that art. I'm thinking of a different album though, and I know what I'm thinking of now, and I think it's in this stuff here. It's another kind of hardcore metal stuff, so this might not be the one that I'm thinking of that has the slow song at the end that I liked. So I could be wrong about what I told you on that. Wouldn't be the first time I was wrong about what I said on this channel. Yeah, so anyway, cool one. I believe it was $10 for this one, but it might have been $5. I don't know, because I might have had a coupon for this one. And I did, but either way, I know it wasn't more than 10. Definitely sure on that, 100%. The next one coming up was a replacement, because I had ordered a Peter Frampton. Frampton Comes Alive. Now, I've found this thing so many times, and there's always something wrong with it. And I was watching on Whatnot, I was watching Wine and Vinyl. They're kind of local to me. They're about 35 miles away. And they had a Peter Frampton Comes Alive. When I saw it, I was like, holy crap, that's the best looking version I've ever seen of that, because it's usually all scratched up, because that was hugely popular back in the 70s and 80s, I guess, and the people that had it tore it up. And so the cover was decent, the records looked immaculate, and so when I got it, The the record had a crack in it. You couldn't even see it, and I picked it up and I saw a tiny little hole, and I was like, oh no! And I put my finger by the hole. As soon as I touched the record, it kind of pushed in, and they didn't see it. I didn't see it when I saw it. So she's like, oh, I'll just give you something else. She said, I don't think I have another one of those, but I'll look. And she couldn't find anything, so she just gave me Ambrosia. 180. Ambrosia is like yacht rock. I'm not really too big into Ambrosia, but they do have that song on here. Oh, what's the one? I don't know. There's a hit song. I don't know what the name of it is now, but I know when I was sampling the thing on Discogs, there it showed me. But you guys can look, and if you know the hit song off of that, you can tell me. Just a black vinyl, you know. But I just one of the guys on VC Vinyl, young guy, is like 22 maybe, something like that. He loves yacht rock and all that old stuff, and I'm like, I have no idea how he ever got himself into that, because I don't know any young people that are into that stuff. I mean, I wasn't even into that, and that was like, it was pretty much 70s, some in the 80s, but I never was really into it either. I mean, there's some hit songs that, yeah, I can appreciate, but not that much. Anyway, here's another one I got for $12 from, what are they called? Spin Me Around Store. Spin Me Around Records. It's, some heavy metal. Annihilator Metal 2. Now, this is like a re-recording of the album. It's like, it says 2007's metal album reinvented, new recordings, new mixes, and mastering by featuring Jeff Waters guitar and bass, Dave Lombardo on drums, Stu Block on Vox, V-O-X, vocals in English, and many more guests. 2 LP, 180 gram gatefold. Now, what they did was they re-recorded the parts that the guy that is Annihilator didn't do. Like, he's the guitarist, and I think he writes the songs pretty much, like the lyrics and stuff, but he doesn't sing. So he got new people to take over on that. So I never heard the other one. It is the only album, I mean, Annihilator album I have on vinyl, and I think I've only got one or two on CD. One of them happened to be one of my favorites, and I can't think of what it's called. It's Annihilator. It's the one. It's not the first one. It's got that face on the front. Oh my goodness, I could grab it. It's right there. I'm not going to tell you, but it's one of the early ones that I had, and they had the one. It's got that Kraft Dinner song that's funny. I can't think of it. Don't worry about it. We're not going to talk about it. We're trying to move along quickly. Black sleeves, black vinyl. The dust just picked up off of this thing like crazy. I don't know if I showed the lyrics and such on the inner. Pretty good album. I don't know if it's better than the previous version, for them to go back and re-record all those parts. I don't know if he just felt that those people didn't do a good job, or he didn't like those people, or something. I don't know what would have caused this. I never read up on it. But to redo, the album, but leave your parts, and then have all these people join in and do other things. I don't know, but it was pretty good. I mean, special guest original. I don't know. It just tells you a list of people that were on the original, I guess, and on those. I don't know. I don't know. But either way, good deal. I needed a little heavy metal for $12, right? Next up, we've got an album that I already have the RSD Record Store Day version of, and I don't think it's any different. I think that the other one might have extra songs, but this is Anti-Flag. It's called 2020 Vision. I think the other one is called 2020 Revision, maybe. This one has 11 songs. It's super political. This guy got in trouble for being a bad person. So he tried to out a bad person or somebody he felt's a bad person, and then ended up being a bad person himself. It's made in Canada. Little sticker. So I don't know that this is going to be any different than the other. I think it just has less songs. We've got, of course, this poster with a crucifix and some lines going through it. I'm going to assume they're anti-religion as well. The lyrics and stuff. Now, Anti-Flag has always been a political band. Punk rock. I saw them live, actually. I saw them open for Rage Against the Machine. It was them and I think DMX. Not DMX. Some rapper that was popular. And people acted like they had never heard of them. I probably was the only one in the crowd that knew who they were. I liked a lot of their songs. I like the style. I don't always agree with their politics. And sometimes it depends, like how you present it. If you present it really forcefully and you get a little preachy and you get a little annoying, and they can do that. And I know on this album, the other one I felt that way on several songs. So it's one of those things. I don't think they're together anymore though. After that guy turned out to be a bad person. But here's another one we got for. Oh, this one was 20. Little thing came out the back. That was pretty good. This one I got because I know this band. I've had several like little compilation things with them on it, and I just wanted to grab one. Well, I think I've got like 3 now. But this is Atreyu in Our Wake. This is a FYE exclusive new album featuring The Time Is Now and In Our Wake. Purple white swirl vinyl, limited to 1,000. It is a gatefold, and then of course the title is on the plastic sticker. I hate when they do this, guys. I really don't understand why a band would give you an album but not put the name and the title on the actual album. They put it on the sticker that is going to be removed. So when you put this in your collection, you got a black cover with a skull on it, and you don't know who it is unless you look at the spine. Now, if you turn it on the back, you can get that. Yeah, of course. But not all bands do that. So it doesn't make any sense to not have it on the front. I don't know why bands do it, and a lot of them do. But then we've got this. I never looked at the inside yet, so that's pretty crazy. We've got printed stuff. I remember this being nice to live on. And we've got this kind of lavender purple. We've got the skull on one side, and we've got the little face on the other side. It's got the, would they say swirl? I think they said. Yeah, swirl. You can see it's got like blues and a little bit of white and red in there. Yeah, you can see it good right there. Pretty cool. This is kind of a new metal, I guess, sort of. I don't know. I hate the genres these days. I don't know what to call anything anymore. We've got this printed something or other. I don't know if it's a poster. Yeah, well, it's a triptych, whatever it is. The shadows of the band members and some lyrics and stuff, and I can't hold on to it. So some sort of metal something or other. Genres. They lost me with all the craziness. And I guess it would be easy if they still had magazines around instead of just the internet. Because when I'm on the internet, I don't look up any kind of genre. I just press a play, and if I like it, I like it. If not, I don't. You know, I stop listening to it. So, you know, it's one of those things. You know, especially if you get on YouTube and you get in you watch one video and then you click on something on below it and you just go on this, like, you know, trail of videos and you never know where you're going to end up. Well, that, you know, when you do that, you listen to all kind of stuff, or you end up watching some documentary about, you know, some black metal band in Norway that you never heard of, and you find out that they did all these crazy things, and you just, you know, then you go to bed, which is probably what's going to happen after this. I'm going to go look on the internet and find something ridiculous and then go to bed. This is one I got. I don't know where I got this one, guys. Oh, I know. This was a $1. I got this at a thrift store. Bachman Turner Overdrive. Kind of got a good bit of ring wear on it. The cover is in pretty rough shape, but we've got two inner sleeves for some reason. We got that one, which is probably doesn't belong in there, and then this one, which looks like a newspaper thing. It's the other half notes, but the record itself is not in the best of condition. It plays okay, but it's got scuffs and scratches. I don't know if you're going to be able to see it. But, you know, this is a band that I've heard of a lot. I own several things, but I don't know very many songs by them. Somebody told me this is a great album. I listened to it, and I can't remember anything because it was very brief, you know, time that I think I listened to it maybe once fully, but I got to go back to it. I have several of their albums now, though, so they're not bad. They're just like a rock band from the 70s. I guess they were around into the 80s as well, but you know, I think they probably had some importance. I don't know any of these songs to be hits. We got Give Me Your Money Please, Hold Back the Water, Blue Collar, Little Gandy Dancer, Stay Awake All Night, Down and Out Man, Don't Get Yourself in Trouble, and Thank You for the Feeling. I don't know. Decent one. Next one also came from the same thrift store. I think it was the Salvation Army store. And this is one that I have no idea what they are. But I got it because I just thought it to be interesting. I haven't listened to it at all. I haven't listened to it at all. The Battlefield, Battlefield Band, and its home is where the van is. And they've got these bagpipes sitting here on the table, and then there's an acoustic guitar here, but this guy's holding either a cat or a rabbit. I think it's a cat. And because the tail looks long, but I just was like, you know what? I'm getting this. It's condition of the cover is excellent. You know, it's got a little bit of ring wear, but the lyrics and stuff on the back, and a little bit of ring wear, but very nice for being something that was in a trashy store. It says 1981. No inner sleeve, but the record, besides being dusty, like new, and that label is pretty nice. It says Flying Fish Records, or Flying Fish. Probably some kind of folk with bagpipes, Irish, Scottish, something or other. But I haven't listened to that one at all. I just thought it was something I didn't want to leave to be destroyed in a thrift store that is known to have crap in it. Here's another one I haven't listened to. Now I got this one from 3 for 5 at Euclid Records. It's called Beast Eater. I got that mostly because that artwork is crazy. Back cover looked pretty cool. It says the name of the people: Thomas Jackson Potter on guitars and vocals, Aaron Adu something. So weird. Looks like a G on guitar and vocals. Tracy Volker on bass and vocals. Nick Lloyd on drums. I haven't listened to this one at all yet either, but it is green vinyl, that kind of purplish color label. I don't know if you can see it, but then they got the cool Beast Eater monster thing from the cover on there, translucent green. Haven't listened to this one yet at all. They got songs like Scum of the Earth and The Night Air and I Eat Scum. A lot of scum going on in this. Candy and Fireworks. Overreaction? I don't know what that is. Taste the Floor. This has got to be something insane, right, guys? I don't know. I have no idea what kind of music it is. I bought it for the cover, to be honest with you. And it was 3 for $5, and I was probably had 2 other ones that I had in the 3 for $5, and I needed something else, and I saw something with a cool cover, and I grabbed it. Boom. Next up, you know, one of the best of my group here, we've got the Beastie Boys. Hello Nasty. Now this one, it was somewhere between 20 and 30. I don't know what I paid for it. It's stuck in the dang thing. I think it was more like 20, and I might even had a coupon for it, but definitely in that range, 20 to 30. It says Beastie Boys Hello Nasty Remastered Edition, 180 gram vinyl audio file quality, faithfully restored. Parental advisory. It is a gatefold. So we'll go ahead and I'm giving you a preview of the next one. Okay. What's the time on it? We're at 41 minutes, guys. So we're gonna do a couple more, I guess, and shut this one down at an hour. We're gonna try to anyway. We got Beastie Boys. Got a cool cover. This one has remote control. Intergalactic was the big hit. 3 MCs and 1 DJ. And I think that was it for the hits. Okay, so we've got this. Yes. I don't think there's any kind of what you call it. So we've got 2 printed inner sleeves. We got these science looking Earth pictures, and that's probably the moon. I can't really tell looking at it like this. And then we've got lyrics and stuff, little diagrams of whatever. I guess that's probably lyrics. It's a very small type. We've got now the records are side loaded here. We've got black vinyl with custom inners. Custom labels and matching these things here. Really good album by them. Not their best, for sure, but trying to complete my Beastie Boys collection. I'm getting close. They have a couple of the others that I don't have. That one that they did, which was kind of like a instrumental jazz kind of thing. They got that one. But the money's just not there right now to be buying a bunch of records. And as I've said before, I'm trying to cut back. So I may not get it anytime soon, but I probably could at any point. You know, I just need to slow down, guys. I'm super broke right now. Super! I'm telling you. I'm waiting for a payday this week. Next up, we've got this one I got for $20 for sure, because I got it on there. It is a matte finished cover. It is the Beastie Boys again. To the 5 Boroughs. This one I am very unfamiliar with. I had the MP3s. I don't have it on CD. And I think I've listened to it maybe once. I didn't listen to this one at all since I got it. I don't think. Maybe once. Excuse me. We've got some cool artwork, lyrics and stuff. It's a little bent right here in the corner. But overall, nice shape. The custom labels. We've got polylined sleeves. Beastie Boys on black vinyl. Black vinyl. Both records are the same. This one, I don't know anything on it. I don't know if it had any hits or not. Should check it out, maybe. I don't know. I really don't know. I think I listened to it once since I had the MP3s of this that I downloaded from the library, I think, and I never really got around to listening to that either. So when I get in my mood for the Beastie Boys, I'll pull this one out and get it on the rotation, as it were. All right. So next up, we've got one that I've been looking for, but this is not the one I thought I ordered. I did get a refund, I think, on this one because, sorry, I had some yuck on there, because it's got kind of a warp on it a little bit. Not much, not as bad as some of the others I've seen, but the Beatles, 1967 to 1970. I was under the impression that this was the 3 LP version, which they do have on VC Vinyl. But it is not. It is the 2 LP original version as far as songs go. It's probably let's see what it says. There's a lot of stuff on this. I'm not even gonna read it all. 28 classic tracks, all analog, mastered from original master tapes, and a whole bunch of song titles and such. If you guys want to screenshot that or whatever, go right ahead. It's great. I never had this one on clean vinyl. I might have a copy of it. I know I got the red one. I think I have another copy of the blue as well, but it was super scratchy if I do. So it's got a little bit of a warp to it. You probably can't see it, but it does. Doesn't affect the play, but I wouldn't expect it to be. So I was expecting it to be 3 LP, and that was my mistake because I didn't hear him say what it was. But it comes with another little sheet. I thought this was a sleeve, but it's just a heavyweight paper. But it's one of those that I think you gotta have in your collection if you're a Beatles fan. Instead of bringing out all the records, for the individual albums, it's good to have something like this. And there's 2 parts to it, so the red and the blue. But this one's got Strawberry Fields, Penny Lane, Sgt. Pepper, Lonely Hearts Club Band, with a little help from my friends, Lucy in the Sky with Diamonds, A Day in the Life, All You Need Is Love, I'm the Walrus, Hello Goodbye, The Fool on the Hill, Magical Mystery Tour, Lady Madonna, Hey Jude, Revolution. That's just the first disc. And then Back in the USSR, While My Guitar Gently Weeps, Obla Di Obla Da, Get Back, Don't Let Me Down, The Ballad of John and Yoko, Old Brown Shoe, Here Comes the Sun, Come Together, Something, Octopus's Garden, Let It Be, Across the Universe, and The Long and Winding Road. So that that's all classic songs. People these days like to say that the Beatles were overrated. There's no way the Beatles were overrated. The Beatles, you either copied off of them or you rebelled against them. One way or the other, you were influenced by them. If you were a musician back in those days, in the 70s, 80s, and on, the Beatles affected, everything. I believe, and I think the way that they changed music allowed everybody else to change music. And so you could be in the biggest, craziest hardcore band or whatever, and the Beatles affected you in some way. I guarantee it. If we wanted to play the 6 Degrees of Separation or whatever, for a long time they were affecting music, and probably still to this day. I would say that they have some effect on it. I'm not going to look up that. This is one that I won a giveaway. I hate the cover. I don't know what it is, but I absolutely hate the cover. And that is Ben Howard's The New Album. I don't even know what it says. ST, maybe? I don't know. I don't know what this is. It hasn't been opened. I may go trade it in for something. Includes Couldn't Make It Up, Walking Backwards, Days of Latana, blue vinyl, fold-out poster, weird little snail thing on the back. I don't know what that is on the front. It's kind of weird smiley face. Don't know what this is. I'm gonna have to play some snippets of it before I decide if I'm gonna keep it or not. But that one was definitely free. I won that one on, I think, VC Vinyl. Next one, this is, if you saw my Record Store Day thing, you saw that I got their first album. This is better than Ezra's Friction Baby. The reissue you've been desperately wanting. Tan vinyl pressing, newly remastered on vinyl, includes printed inner sleeve. This is New Orleans, Louisiana, really, guys. Better than Ezra. This is their second album, their second best album. First album is the best of anything they ever put out, and they were amazing. This album is really great, and I'm glad I got this one from Real Gone Music, I believe. Was this Real Gone? I know it was Real Gone. Yeah, it was Real Gone Music, and they had this color. It's this tan looking, kind of translucent covered record that matches well with this cover. It's not exactly the same color, but it works. I saw this advertised somewhere else. I don't know who put it out, but it was out at the same time, so I don't know if there were multiple people that got the rights to press this or something. But there was like a hot pink version. Didn't make any sense to have that, and I was like, nah, I'm not ordering that one. And I don't know if that was an official one or not, but we've got photos and stuff. But yeah, this is one of my favorite 90s bands, definitely one of my favorite local bands. I was going to do an episode showing this one and the first one together, and I still probably will. Once I get through all this stuff, I might gather up some things and do a Better Than Ezra little show. But yeah, definitely a great album. This one has King of New Orleans on it, Rewind, Long Lost, trying to think of Desperately Wanting. Great, that's a great song. WWOZ is a radio station in New Orleans, and it's a really great song about that radio station. So, or at least them listening to it on the radio. They're like I guess they're like a jazz kind of station now. I don't know if they always were, but they're a very popular station. Next up, we've got a CD box set. This is a flimsy box set. It's the Black Crowes Southern Harmony and Musical Companion. The CD box set. It's kind of nice and kind of crap at the same time. This is a paper kind of cover, like the same thing you do on an LP, but it's supposed to be a box set, and it's got this indentation, like this faux leather kind of stuff. It should be like a leather or leatherette at least kind of stuff, but it's really not. This picture is like glued on here, and then there's a booklet, 3 CDs, and in the back, and it's kind of damaged. This one I paid 10, no, not 10, 20 for this. But there's a couple things that make it kind of cool. There's this little thing right here, and then I don't want to tear it, but it's got photos in it. Some cool photos. You got those guys, Muddy, the brothers. Good photos. I mean, they're nice. I mean, they're suitable for framing. But it's just these two guys. It's just the two brothers. Not the rest of the band. And that one's got the rest of the band. So yeah. So the other guys are probably like, "Why are you not putting us in a thing?" And then they got in a fight like they always did. And then that says within contains no apathy. So maybe they don't have any apathy for those guys. But if you look up here, something else pops out, and it's the lyrics and stuff. This little book. It's the Southern Harmony and Musical Companion, and it's just like a little notebook kind of thing with music and stuff. So that's pretty cool. It would have been better had this been a sturdier casing, I should say. If it wasn't this paper stuff, it would have been great. I think they have this on vinyl now, but it's just the album. It's not. It doesn't have the extra stuff, and it this has a live concert, I believe, is the extra disc. I'll look at that in a second. But it was... I know they were selling it for 20, but I think I got it for 15. But we've got outtakes and okay, got that regular album, the outtakes and B-sides, and then the concert. So you can see that right there. But yeah, it's kind of roughed up, you know, back in this. That's why I think I got it for 15. Because I think it was 20, and I think he gave it to me 15 because it was bent up. Next one, this is an album, one of their albums as well, that I purposely did not buy when it came out. I bought the edited cover, I should say, because I think this is pretty gross. You know, it's not that it's the man's crotch. It's that we've got all this pubic hair sticking out, you know. But this is Black Crowes Amorica. Good album. This one I paid $22 for. My little thing says it. Cool back cover, I guess. Yeah, I don't know. I was much younger back then, and I had things that just, if it bothered me, I wasn't getting it. And so now I pretty much don't care. Lyrics and such. We got black vinyl, 2 LP, black vinyl, paper sleeve, just black vinyl. We've got those things going on. The other record is the same, so we're not going to worry about that. I was hoping to get through a couple more here. We'll end with the next band, because I've got 4 records by the next band. So we're gonna end with that. It's gonna go over an hour, just about a little bit, and then we'll cut this episode, and you guys can watch it, and then maybe the next couple days I'll get the next one and the next one until we're done with all this. But at least I can go and clean some of these and get them on the shelf where they belong. And some of them I can listen to now that I've opened them. Next up, we've got four records by Blink 182. We got Dude Ranch. This is my introduction to Blink 182. That's my first album I ever got by them on CD. Then we've got Enema of the State. What is it? Take Off Your Pants and Jacket. And the self-titled Blink 182. These were, I think, all of these, I think I paid $20 to $25 for. No more than that, I know. Some of them, I think I might have gotten a little bit of a refund or a complete... This one, I think I got a complete refund on because something was wrong with it. Maybe not. Maybe it's not this one. It's a little... The cover's a little bent. But anyway. So, let's just get into them. They still have most of these available that pop up, especially Take Off Your Pants and Jacket. But like when I do, I still need Cheshire Cat. They have it. If I see it after I get paid, I'm going to get it. They've been selling it for $20. That's the one before this, and one probably this one and that one are probably the best. I mean, Cheshire Cat might be better, but definitely one of my favorites. Got my favorite songs on that one. We've got that, and I've got Buddha already, so I just need a couple more, and I'll have all of theirs on vinyl. Black vinyl, the bullet things for the vinyl. This one has "Damn It" on it. Damn It, Josie. Those are probably the biggest songs on it. Yeah, I was into this Blink 182 a lot, and they just kind of touched the surface of getting popular. They got popular on Enema of the State, super popular. After that, And I remember being in the dorm, and I was the only one that had this CD, and my friend used to look at me like I was crazy because they had all these kind of perverted jokes and stuff mixed in, and I bet he liked them after the next album came out. So we got that one. Then we've got Enema of the State with the beautiful porn star on the front and the back. She looks terrible nowadays. I saw her; she had a lot of problems, and she overly tattooed herself. I know some people have a lot of tattoos and stuff. I think she went way too far, and that's just my opinion on that. But this one was $20. Look at that, the little thing right there. This one was the I don't know what we're waiting for. I guess swimming. Blink-182 used to put a lot of humor in their stuff, but this one has "Don't Leave Me," "Aliens Exist," "Going Away to College," "What's My Age Again," Adam's song, "All the Small Things" is probably the biggest song ever. "Windy Clear," and "Anthem." I think this one does have it's pretty much the cover's bent right there. So I think I did get either a full or partial refund on this one because it was supposed to be perfect when I got it. Nice liner notes. That label is the same as the CD. Polylined. Very, very good pop punk album. This one could be considered their best, I think, because it's got the biggest hits, I think, of any of them. But I just, I prefer the Cheshire Cat and Dude Ranch a little better. And just maybe because that's where I really got introduced to them. Then we got "Take Off Your Pants and Jacket." Now this one, when it came out, there were, I believe, 3 different versions of it, because they had these songs at the end that were bonus songs, and I think you could get there was a different CD. I think you could get a CD that had this, or this on the label of it. And I don't know how you were able to tell by the covers or not. I don't remember what the deal was, but I think each one of them had 2 songs. And so back in the old Napster days, I just downloaded the songs I didn't have on the 4 extra songs and made a CD with all of them on it. I bought the one version and then that. So this one only has 2 of the songs, I think, if they even have the 2 bonus ones. I'm not even remember, because the songs that were added, I think there was one that was a regular song, and then one was a totally goofy perverted song. So see, we've got the red on that side and the pants on this side. Black vinyl needs to be cleaned really bad. Please, roller coaster reckless a bit. Yeah, I don't. This one has "Anthem Part 2," "Happy Holidays, You Bastard," "Story of a Lonely Guy." "The Rock Show" was the biggest hit off of this one. "Stay Together for the Kids" was also a pretty good hit. But definitely a good one. It's a good one. I'll give it that. Not their best, but a good one. And then lastly, for this episode, we will show Blink-182 Self-Titled. This one, they've used this image on more than one album for some reason. It's when you get lazy, I think. And you get rich and you get lazy, and you put this same image on different albums. There's it's silver and black on another one. This is 180 gram vinyl. Feeling This is probably, this one's also got a damaged, not damaged, but a little bit of a bend to it. Feeling This, I Miss You. I think All of This might be one too. a hit song as well. This is a decent album, but they started to change. Blink-182 was like this humorous pop punk band, and then they got older and they kind of got a little more serious, and it didn't. I don't think it worked for them. You know, I do enjoy the last album, but some of the ones after this are a little, I don't know. Emo, I guess, is what they did to themselves. But, you know, it is what it is, and I'll try to get every one of their albums on vinyl, because I got most of them at this point. I think I just need 2 more. We got black vinyl, paper sleeves, black vinyl. Oh, this is an etching on this side, so we've got that logo on there, too. We got that. I don't think I've listened to this one yet. And we've got the blue turquoise color version on that one. And so that's it for this episode. I just wanted to, you know, kind of go through this. It's probably going to take, we're already an hour and 5, so it's probably going to take 4 episodes to get through all of it. You know, all this, and I've got more coming hopefully tomorrow. I've got most of the stuff that's out there was supposed to be here today and tomorrow, and then the stuff that was supposed to come today did not come. So probably tomorrow. So if they do come and I do a video, I'll probably just start with what comes in new, so it doesn't end up in these bins, and then just go and then continue once I get through those. Because there's going to be probably at least 10 in that batch. And then after that, you know, we'll go from there. So anyway, that's it for this episode. I hope you guys stuck around and watched it, and saw some, you know, interesting things that I got. And, you know, mostly in alphabetical order. And then we'll get to the rest of this stuff, these bins here, and start doing some other kind of shows, because I know some people probably are like, this is boring, but it is what it is for now, and then when I get a chance to change that, I will. So that's it. Talk to you guys later. Bye.